Former public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane has resigned from the Economic Freedom Fighters, the EFF. Now, she has also resigned as a member of parliament. Now, her resignation comes just about after a year she joined the EFF, as she joined in 2023. Now, in a letter that has now started circulating on social media, Mkhwebane, who found refuge in the Red Berets after her fall from grace, said it was time she spent time with her family and loved ones. So this is the letter. It reads, to the Economic Freedom Fighters CIC, Julius Silo Malema, EFF Top 6, EFF Provincial and Regional Officials, Commissars and Fighters. The past 7 years have made me realize that our fight for freedom was in vain. There has never been a time when I felt my rights were violated as it has been done in the years I was the South African Public Protector. This continued after I was unconstitutional removed by Parliament and the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. I have encountered challenges and felt let down by the current South African judiciary, Parliament, executive, and more especially the mainstream media, who seem to have been tasked to target and attack my character. Each step seems more daunting than the last, and I found my strength dwindling. This is exactly what they wanted, to suffocate, humiliate, and treat me less of a human being. My sin was investigating the CIEX SARB report, CR17 donations, and Phala. My sin was delivering reports and findings against certain individuals who were offended and felt I needed to be dealt with harshly. My family was attacked. My mother, who later passed away, never knew peace after journalists harassed her. I survived many attempts where there were plans to take my life. Today, I am saying goodbye to you fighters. After careful consideration and talking to my family, they advised and felt I needed to go away, spend time with them, rest, and continue to fight for the vulnerable where possible. In my time of need, you fighters extended a helping hand, becoming a refuge for me over the past 12 months. Your unwavering support has been a beacon of hope, and for that, I am deeply grateful. Now it's time for me to focus on spending cherished moments with my family. Thank you for standing by me with heartfelt appreciation. Until we meet again, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the letter. She is definitely one of the prominent people who have joined the EFF, and as a trend that has been going on as of recent, have left the EFF. Now, apart from that statement, she also sat down and had our interview on our podcast. And on the podcast, she does speak about her resignation from the EFF and Parliament. She also talks about the GNU, life and upbringing, as well as the MK Party. Because I'm sure there is a lot of people who are curious of whether or not she will be joining the MK Party. Now, in that particular letter that has been doing the rounds, she does say that she wants to spend some quality time with her family. But in the interview itself, she does say that she needs to feed her family as well, that she has kids, mouths to feed. So I suppose it is one of those things. You stay home, chill with the family, spend some quality time not making money, or you go out there, work, perhaps for the MK, and feed your family. So a user on social media posted a couple of clips from that particular podcast interview. It is captioned, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, I am resigning from EFF, Julius Malema's cult. It is not growing. That thing has small numbers and no influence. There is a lot of gatekeeping, people calling each other commissars. I am not fully utilized here. I am going to join MK Party. I have to feed my kids and pay my bills. Now let me play that clip for you guys real quick.
I said it that, generally, I apologize if people think that I'm attacking any nationality. But that is very clear. I'm not attacking any person. And in South Africa, it's race-based, whatever we do. You go to Home Affairs, are you black, Indian, or colored? You go anyway. So what was I supposed to say? Maybe mention their title. I don't know.
In terms of the future, you're an EFF MP now.
Yeah.
We've had a major election. There's a new coalition government.
Yeah.
What?
That grand coalition,
Yes.
though they don't want to accept, which is very much disappointing. I mean, it's for the public as well to just say, are they happy with what has been done? Because I don't think people voted for GNU, and which was wrongly constituted. I mean, we've seen the agreement they had with DA, Helen Zile's behavior, how he controls them. And worse still, that process started with me. I mean, as Judge Lope will say, we've seen GNU with the advocate Mkhwebane, because ANC voted with the DA and they managed to remove me from office. And now they are working together. And it's so difficult. I mean, working in Parliament, we could do more if we had black parties, progressive parties, to change the status quo. Because unfortunately, with the current position, or 30 years after so-called democracy, the situation is worse. I mean, people don't have water, unemployment is so high, electricity expensive, basic things which people need. Our lives are not changing, and we're busy insulting. And because for me is, if we can work together and change the lives of the ordinary poor people, that will help. So now, being a member of EFF, remember, after the removal, then I waited until my term officially ended on the 16th of October. Then I was approached by EFF, and I could relate with their policy, 7 cardinal pillars, because that's what I would want to see, change the living conditions of people, the poor and the marginalized. And that's what I've been doing as a public protector. So politics is not my space, and that's what I said when I joined, and I'm still learning. Being in Parliament again, it's so terrible that when you don't have numbers, there's nothing you can do. Even in municipalities, they don't care. These people, the ANC and DA, I mean, Tshwane, look what terrible performance of DA for the 8 years, where they don't care about Boa Maskral and whatever. People are dying, diarrhea and whatever. They are just focusing on the whites-only suburbs. So now the reality hits, because the impact I used to make as a public protector is not the impact which I am currently making, because I'm an ordinary MP responsible for the justice portfolio and an alternate in the minerals. But in the structure as well, they are people who've been there, who, there's seniority, there's commissars. Now, you need to, limitations. So that's why I said to you, the next step is that I think I'll be leaving. I'll be resigning soon from the EFF. Then it means also I'm resigning from Parliament. And then I'm just weighing my options where I can move towards doing. I know in South Africa, one lady was even saying to me, you know what, I wish you could just go out of South Africa and apply for asylum somewhere, because whatever you do, when you are being attacked, by the state. Because, I mean, in asylum seeker, you need to be persecuted by the state. So I'll be resigning. That's the issue. And I'll move to something else, which will just maybe move me away from that position. I think I can contribute more somewhere else than where I am. Yeah.
I see. Wow, that's... I should have started there.
Yeah.
What lies behind that decision, and have you had any further thoughts on where you want to go from here?
Yeah, I wouldn't say for now. I'm still just checking the options. What to do and focus on. There's a lot of offers. Unfortunately, they're in politics, and I'll see, because one has to eat.
Yeah.
One, you have debts. I've got children.
Sure.
I must live. Yeah. But I would have loved to just focus on helping, people, especially the professionals who are persecuted, in this country, especially black professionals, focus on the foundation and all those, and just check what I can do. I would have loved to possibly work for UN, AU focus on human rights related issues. But reality is, it's not.
So yes, as you have heard from that particular clip from that podcast, it does seem that she's very realistic about life, especially after her resignation from the EFF. She does mention that she does have kids and bills to pay. The letter to EFF, Julius Malema, states that she wants to spend time with her family, but on the podcast, she says that she has a family and bills to pay. Heck, she also takes credit for the GNU, and apparently the GNU was started because of her. Now, one thing that a lot of people are definitely saying is that this does reflect badly on Julius Malema and the EFF as a whole. So do get in the comment section down below and let me know, what do you guys think about Busisiwe Mkhwebane resignation from the EFF? What did you think about the letter that she wrote to Julius Malema? And what did you think about the podcast episode that she had?